Hello everyone and welcome to this new video. I'm Umbra and today I'm gonna present my new commander guide for Beorn. Beorn is a commander of the good faction, specialized on deal physical damage. He have 3 skill for inflict damage and also very high statistic of attack and damage, and is a commander that work at low level at respect 3, for example, deal an insane amount of damage, but also if you want to bring them to Zenith 6, you're gonna have probably the best damage dealer of the entire game. The only problem of Beorn is just the unstable damage of the R3, cause it's situational, don't work every time, and also the fact the R5 is stronger if you fight evil faction. But overall, even in the worst scenario, Beorn gonna deals always a lot of damage. First, let's start talk about the skill allocation. I wanna ask you to smash like on the video and also subscribe to my channel if you're not already. It's the best way for support me and is completely free. I wanna also remember you that I have an affiliated link with the game that allow you to buy gems from the official site of the game, and if you choose to use my link, the devs gonna recognize me a little commission of what you spend and you're gonna support directly my channel. I'm gonna leave you the link on the description of the video and also in the first comment. Talking about the skill, Beorn at respect 5 have 23 skill point to assign. The build is really simple. You're gonna place 10 point on Skin Changer, a skill that inflicts 666% physical damage on 3 enemy formation on round 4, so it's just one time in all the battle, but it's very big burst damage. And in addition, upon activation, Beorn attacks increase by 15% and also Beorn are immune to stun and madness. Then you want to place 10 point on Anduin Veil Chieftain, a skill that deals 300% physical damage on 1 or 2 enemy, is RNG, and that verify on round 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10. In addition, the enemy receive this hit have a 50% chance to get the bleeding effect, and that cause the enemy receive an additional hit of 70% physical damage for the next 4 times they get it. Then you're gonna place the last 3 point on enemy of the Orcs, a skill that inflict 48% physical damage on 3 enemy formation on round 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10. At respect 5, Beorn is already a strong machine of damage. Of course, if you have more point, is more stronger, but it's already playable very good at respect 5. But I really suggest you to invest more if you can. At respect 10, Beorn gain 3 more point to assign on his skill. You're gonna place these 3 point on enemy of the Orc to increase the damage to 96% physical damage and gain incursion. That's gonna move the round of activation on round 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9. At respect 10, Beorn unlock also the unique that is okay for them, is not fundamental, but we're gonna talk about the unique later. If you max Beorn, you're gonna have 7 more points to assign on his skill. You're gonna place 4 for sure on enemy of the Orc to increase the damage to 160% physical damage, and also for deal an additional 50% physical damage to an Orc formation. This is why I say you want to fight evil faction, cause you won't fight Orcs for have the full benefit of this skill. After maxing the first 3 skill, you are almost done with the build, you don't need any more points, but if you max that, you still have 3 to assign on his skill, so you're gonna place that on Forest Guardian to allow 2 allied formation to reduce the enemy defense by 3 when they attack. If we talk about the equipment, we know Beorn is a physical damage dealer, so we want damage and attack on them. For this reason, as a weapon, we want the Axe of Khazad-dûm that provide 1430 of damage and 48 of attack. As alternative, we can try the Black Bow for receive 12, 26 of damage and also 39 of attack. And at epic level, the Battle Axe is the best choice, which provide 10, 14 of damage and also 18 of attack. Talking about chest for Beorn is the least important piece, cause don't provide damage and have the lowest value of attack. The best in slot armor is the 𝒆𝒚𝒘𝒅𝒔, which provide 24 of attack and 6 of initiative, and I don't suggest you to use any other legendary chest, it's a waste of time. Instead, you can run the Scale Mail at epic level, which provide 15 of attack and it's already good for your Beorn. As helmet, you can run the Casque of Pride, which provide 48 of attack, and even in this case, I don't suggest you to run any other helmet, it's not worth. And at epic level, what what I suggest is the full helm, which provide 18 of attack. For last, if we talk about the accessory, you want the Palantir of Orthanc, which provide 10-10 of damage and also 48 of attack. As secondary alternative, you can run the Drums of Paradur, which provide 6-10 of damage and also 36 of attack. And at epic level, what I suggest you is to run the Bone Talisman, which provide 18 of attack. I know it don't gonna provide you any damage, but there's no one epic accessory that provide you. Talking about the set effect, what I suggest you to run is Sharp Blade, which provide plus 20 of attack for your commander and your formation. Is absolutely the best, in particular if you don't have a great gear to fit in your Beorn. At 3 high level, you can think to run Might, which grant plus 10% of physical damage for your commander, which is better only if you have already a really high amount of attack. Then there is Perseverance, which increase the damage dealt by 2% each round up to 20%. This is a good bonus for Beorn, because you have the majority of your damage after round 4, so it's a good scaling for them. And finally you have Warcry, which increase the damage dealt of 20% in the first 3 rounds. This is the worst effect for Beorn, because you don't have a lot of damage in the first part of the battle. Now we talk about the unique of Beorn, the Tribal Mortal Bond. At statistically level, you're gonna gain 180 HP plus 6 of attack, 6 of defense and also 5 of unit defense. For Beorn, only attack statistics are really significant, and okay, the HP you can use it, but it's not very relevant. Only 1 of 4 bonus are very strong. So it's okay at that, but it's not the one where you want to spend your item for strength at. Talking about the skill called Foe, gonna increase the attack of Beorn by plus 15, and also if you fight versus Orc, you're gonna gain 10 more. So again, plus 25 of attack is not bad, it's really good, but it's not a game changer. So considering the amount of mithril you need for fully refine this item, I wanna say it's not recommended refine it if you're not a Kraken or a Mega Whale, because there's a lot of other item you're gonna benefit more to refine. Now if we talk about the unit, what we want for Beorn is something for survive more, because we have already all the damage we need on Beorn. The best troop for them, in my opinion, are the Guardian, a small unit of the dwarf with high amount of HP, high amount of defense and also skill for reduce the damage they take. In addition, they are very cheap on price and also very fast to recruit. As alternative, just in case you want to run them with Gil-galad, you can think to run Bone Knight or Sentinel on them. You're gonna have a lot less durability in terms of HP and defense, but with the skill of Gil-galad you're gonna have the evasion in the first 3 rounds, so there's a sense or run them with elves. Of course, if you choose to run Bone Knight, you're gonna be faster on initiative, but also you're gonna cost a lot more. Finally, there's another option, the Eagle, a flying unit of the good faction, really strong because they have a lot of HP, also a good defense, not fantastic but good, and with them you're gonna have an insane mobility because you can ignore completely the terrain with Eagle. The only problem with them is if you are low than 100 of stamina with your commander, you're gonna have minus 50% on your damage dealt, so you won't run Eagle only when your formation is full of stamina. And also the other problem, of course, is the cost and the time for recruit your Eagle. If we want make a team with Beorn, for sure we want in the team Gandalf the White, which provide Beorn a lot of sustain with White Console. You're gonna have 70% damage reduction for the first 7 hit, and also you're gonna increase the damage received by 3 enemy by 25% in the first 4 rounds. That's gonna also affect the damage of the skill of Beorn in the round 4. Then of course we have Falgin if you choose to run Beorn with the Guardian, and that is the best option in my opinion. Falgin gonna provide 60% damage reduction for the first 8 hit, more than White Council, and also with the Falgin with unit with protection in front, you're gonna have a Beorn very protected. The last commander I want to suggest you is Gil-galad for the 75% of chance of evade if you run elves. That's gonna cover you for 2 or 3 rounds, depends of your speed, and that is more than enough to give your Beorn the chance of reach the round 4 and make a lot of damage. Now talking about the counter, there's not a really big counter for Beorn, but if we want found someone can counter a bit them, we can talk about Sauron for example. With the skill the enemy, you can reduce by 15% the attack statistic of the enemy commanders. And for a commander like Beorn that have a lot of attack, 50% less is a lot of damage reduction. We can also talk about Falgin and Gandalf the White as counter cause they have a skill for damage reduction, and if you don't lose all the stack of this skill until round 4, you're gonna reduce the big burst damage of Beorn. That's all for this guide. If you like this video, remember to smash like on that and also subscribe to my channel if you're not already. Let me know in the comment what you think about this build and also Beorn in general, if you like it or if you use it, and also let me know what commander you wanna see in the future. Again, if you wanna support me, remember my link of affiliation in the description and also in the first comment. Like always, thank you for following me and see you in the next. Woo!